It's not escaping anyone that we have an unprecedented, stressful situation in our world right now. We've never seen anything like it. And I can remember multiple times in my career where there was a nothing ever like it type of event. And this is very similar in many ways, except there's one change. We have 24/7 rapid internet access, and the misinformation and the blown out of proportion stuff is enough to get anyone's stress level this high. So this week we're doing Power Week. And I want to talk to you about what's ahead. And looks like I missed an apostrophe on the what's. What is ahead, apostrophe S. And I'm going to correct that right away. I'm just going to show you how ninja I am. Let's see if so the Power Week involves a series of intentional, absolutely framed out ways that you're going to navigate each and every day. How about if you're in charge of one person and who and how she feels? Who does she want to be every day? How does she want to feel? That woman is the woman living your life. And she is powerful. And she doesn't need the world to influence how she feels. Granted, the world is going to give us information all the time. But your Power Week this week, and I'm here to support you in it, is to be intentional and to make a choice exactly who you want to be each and every day. Not only this week, but we're going to keep this going. I am committed to helping women become influencers, not just have the world influence us. So we're going to make a commitment together this week to have a Power Week. It's super easy to be triggered by the stress and the events that are happening around us. It's super easy to do that. And it's a likely trap that many people are going to fall into. And I want something better for you. And if you're here today with me live, please go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to see that you're here, and happy to answer a question to help you navigate the stress and the incoming triggers that are likely coming your way. This has been a busy several weeks, actually, of information that has just been beyond comprehension. And now we have the increasing panic and scarcity happening in the world. But I want you to pay attention to something. Hello, Mary, all of your lives are going to carry on after this event, just like they did with, if you were around for the HIV/AIDS crisis, which lasted a long time. The panic and the misinformation around that lasted for years, actually. And then, of course, we had the horrible 9/11 terrorist attacks. And there was a lot of grief and mourning and hurt around that. I can remember specifically where I was a vice president of a health system at the time. And we were not only navigating daily the stress level of all the doctors and nurses in the hospitals of the health system, but also the potential of further threats. And so we have to follow some of the leaders around the globe to get direction. Hey, yes, indeed. So hi, Lisa, Debbie, Michelle, how you doing? Twain, nice to see you. And Cindy, nice to see you especially. Yes, indeed. So here's the thing. It's Mo again. I warned you that you're going to see a lot of me today. And for those of you who are my clients, you can see me again in a couple of hours in our grad group. And every morning this week, 8:30 a.m., I'll actually be in the Bring Your Soul to Work group. Every morning, 8:30 a.m., you're going to have a link right below here for those calls at 8:30 Eastern every morning. I'm going to pick a topic to be intentional on. But let me just go back to how we navigated 911. And I know some people who I've worked closely with were literally on the ground during that time. I have a good friend who was actually staying at the Marriott in the Twin Towers. That seems like a long time ago. It was 20 years ago. And I was a lot more junior in my executive career then. And it took everything we had, executive and resource wise, to stay the course and to be prepared for something that we anticipated would be much worse. As the days started fanning out a little bit, we anticipated further events, but that never happened after the first day. And so we all in our brains anticipate something more. And I want to help everyone who is in my audience, my catchment zone, my tribe, my lovely kick-ass ladies, to navigate this with more soulfulness, with more kick-ass centeredness. And this morning we did a very simple I am here. And that's something I want you to take with you forever. Just hand on heart, I am here. We're going to do daily exercises this week to center you and to help you gain footing for your day. It's really important that you start your day off with the most amazing sense of self and certainty of your soul and your energy being. And realize that the physical world is transient. The physical world is a temporary scenario that is unfolding and playing itself out. All of the physical pieces of our existence are temporary. The only thing that is permanent is your beautiful soul. That permanence of who you are and your desire to shine in the world, perhaps to save people's lives directly, but more importantly, perhaps to save your own life and your own soul and not have it get too far off track in these times. I speak with literally hundreds of women a month, thousands over the year. And so often external events have taken them out. Just today, a father's illness took a woman off of her career for several months, and she's trying to get back on track. She has a law degree, and it's hard to get back on track because of the damage to herself and her soul because of that. Another woman, her mother died, and she was in a brutal car accident 2 months later. And then she lost her job a few years after that, just kind of like suffering over those 2 years. And I hear these stories every single day. And the tragedy is this, that without good tools and techniques, you are going to be taken out by external events. It's what's going to happen. You're going to lose your sense of self if you don't have a strong enough sense of self. You're going to lose momentum in who you are and how you want to be in the world. You're going to lose your power if you allow the external events to invade you too deeply. Yes, you're going to have empathy and compassion and want to help people. Absolutely. But you do not have to bleed out in response to external events. You don't need to prove to anyone how much you care by donating your emotional and soulful energy to the world. You do not need to do that. You can stay tucked right in here in a safe zone for yourself. You can protect your own energy, and you can fill up your cup and keep your cup filled up for yourself. And that is my want, desire, and plea for you. More people on this planet need to protect their divinity and their soul from getting trounced on, or for the fear patterns to knock it around, slap it around, and annihilate it. That is what happens to most human beings in this human experience. A human being, if she does not protect her soul and her soul's energy, will become depleted and powerless. Yep. It is important for your own soul life that you protect yourself and that you give yourself the overflow of how awesome you are every day and the intentionality of how you're going to navigate this physical plane. Because left unchecked, if you allow the outside world to gain too much of a foothold on you, you will lose your sense of self, and your life will go in a bad direction. It will go in a direction that you don't desire, and you'll wonder someday when you have enough pain, what happened? Oh, COVID-19 in the year 2020. I hear so often the recession or 911. I hear so often a parent's death, a job loss. I've had all of those things myself. And when I was in a nice, beautiful, wonderful new job, I got breast cancer. And that could have taken me out. I know for many women it has. And what I learned through that episode was that I was stronger than anything that was going to happen to my body. I was stronger than anything that was going to happen in the external world. And I was going to be able to navigate whatever came my way. Please know this. This Power Week is about you being powerful. It is about helping show you how to ground yourself and how to navigate your own power so that you don't lose it to the external affairs and influences that will surely come your way. So keep joining me here for Power Week, where I help develop for you techniques and tools to keep you centered, to keep you in your higher version of you, for you, because you're the one navigating your life. And no matter what surprises, events, traumas come your way, being able to navigate the highest version of you is the first order always. The first order of business is showing up as the higher version of you. And so therefore you have to practice it. Just like you brush your teeth every day. Do you make your bed every day? I'm checking up on you. You feed yourself. You give yourself sustenance and you take care of this physical body. You clothe it. Wear the right glasses. Put a timepiece on your watch, on your wrist, so you can keep track of things, so you can navigate the world. Do as much for your internal world, and you will be living a great life. A great life. If you're a client of mine, and many of you here are, you have the tools and techniques. This is the time to double up on staying centered and focused and becoming a light being as many minutes of the day as you can. Because you will certainly be led to a different avenue by other unseen forces. If you choose to lose your way in your soul's power, others will certainly guide you their way. The way of fear, the way of scarcity, the way of not enoughness, the way of working harder. Stay in your power. This week I'm here to help guide you and direct daily so I can help you stay the course of who you are. This is a temporary situation that requires some focus, and you got to get some stuff done, just like all situations require. But it is not a long-term event. It is episodic and situational. And we will move through it. We will navigate it. And we have to rely on the leaders of the world to help us navigate. We have to. We have to. So, as human citizens on a global community planet now, fast-pacing information is zinging around. Choo, 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 choo. You're going to have to sort through high vibrational reality and mistruths. And you're going to have to take action for your highest good. In order to do that, in order to navigate all that requires, it is causing you to step up in your power. That's what these situations require of us, to step up into our power. Step up. Be the woman that you really truly know you are. Step up into your highest divine sense of self and know that you can navigate this like a beautiful, soulful ninja, and that it is temporary. Calm those who are around you through your presence, through your divine presence, because you have it. You have divine presence. It's the guarantee that we're all given. We are born into this world. And some situations and circumstances call for us to bring it forth. Call for us to bring forward our divinity, to be navigating the world through that lens, not the lens of fear. You have to take action in the world. Yep, I get that. I'm not denying that piece. But pull yourself up into your divine self and navigate your world from her center of gravity. Be that version of you so that you can be the most powerful version of you that other people may need to see and be. Not as overdoing to overcompensate for your own fears. There's a big difference there. So for those of you who are my clients, I will see you later on. For those of you who are not my clients, what the hell are you thinking? Let's get going. Let's get that soul back up into its shiniest version possible. Let's help you get that next job. Let's help get your career back on track. Lean into your soul's power, and you will surely have power that you have never met before. And there are forces that will convince you to resist it. There will be forces that convince you that winging it might be a better idea, or keep doing what you're doing might be a better idea. What I want to say to you this week and on this Motivational Monday is that your inherent power as a soulful creature is the thing that is called forth right now. Your divine soulful power is what's being called forth. Bring it up. Bring it forward. Stay centered in it. And take all the action necessary from that perspective and from that point of view. That's where your power is. And if you let external events guide and direct you and take your power out, then you've given up. So take your power up. So tomorrow morning, 8:30 in the morning, we're going to see you. Wednesday morning, 8:30 a.m. in the morning, we're going to see you. Thursday morning, 8:30 in the morning, we're going to see you. And Friday morning, 8:30 in the morning, we're going to see you. For the rest of this week, I'm going to help you navigate your day and bring you into centering and power. Let's end this Motivational Monday with an exercise to help you gain another aspect of your power. If you have something to write down, and hello, Holly, nice to see you. If you have something to write down, go ahead and do that. Today, I was awesome because I fill in the blank. How were you awesome today? Bring it forward. How were you awesome today? I know you were. I've been spying on you. And I know that you were pretty darn awesome. If you want to put it in the comments here to basically memorialize your awesomeness and to get comfortable being visible as being awesome, bam, put it there. Put it right there. Come on, you can do this. So, how were you awesome today? Go ahead and let us all know. Number 2, how did I take care of myself today? How did you take care of yourself today? And if you don't have a good answer now, guess what? There's several hours more of the day. It's time for you to find a way to take care of your awesome self today. If you haven't meditated, go do that. If you haven't journaled your awesomeness and gotten centered on that, go do that. If you haven't drank enough water and stayed hydrated, go do that. If you've been eating junk food and haven't eaten the right, healthy, nutritious food, make some different choices. You still have time to take care of yourself today. The day's not over. And so whatever you do and however you do, how about some breath work? Because as a loving, caring, beautiful, soulful woman on the planet. I'm guessing maybe your breath has been a little bit short and shallow today. That's what happens in our body. That's actually one way we can tell if we're under stress and pressure, is whether we're having deep breaths. So let's do some breath work. As we wrap up this Motivational Monday, I'm like unzipping my sleeves to get a little bit more. All right, hands on your belly. If you want to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, either way, perfectly fine. Hello, Amy, how are you? And nice to see you too. All right, the hand on your belly rises and falls with your breath. So when you take an inhale, your belly expands first as your diaphragm is pushing down and causing your belly to expand. And then when you exhale, your diaphragm comes back up and releases the air, causing your belly now to have more room. So in the exhale, you're releasing your diaphragm. In the inhale, it's being used for a beautiful big breath. Way to go, Karen. All right, let's do some breath. So I want you to practice some diaphragm breathing. In, hold. So a really cool breath to take that allows your body to take in maximum amount of oxygen is to take an inhale for a count of 4, hold it for 4, and then an exhale for 4. So let's do that 3 times. Power up, girls. Let's take an inhale. Hold, 3, 4, 2, 1. Exhale. I'm just going to count because breathing and counting I'm like screwing up on. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. You can continue doing that 3-part breath for a count of 4. And you should start feeling lighter and happier because your diaphragm, once it gets stimulated through this breath work, actually sends a signal to your brain that everything's okay, and that starts releasing some good hormones that make you feel a little bit better. It triggers the brain to say we don't need to be in fear and anxiety mode anymore. So feel free. Yes. So Jane, love hearing you inspire. Thank you, Jane. Karen, glad to hear that you're feeling better, taking care of yourself. Paula, you are awesome. Absolutely. There is chaos going all around, and being calm and being centered and being your divinity is exactly the best you to be. So your power week so far includes, oh, Irene. Hello, Irene, Jane's daughter. Power moves. Ready? Hand on chest. I am here. I am enough. I am love. I am here. Be present for yourself. I am here. Ground yourself. I am here. I am enough. I am love. And now the breath work. The body signals whether things are okay or not. Allow yourself to have beautiful, peaceful breaths. Count of 4, inhale, hold for 4, exhale for 4. I am here. I am enough. I am love. This is the beginning of your power week. Take these tools through the rest of the evening. And if you're having a little bit of difficulty resting tonight, do this exercise lying in bed and fill your heart with gratitude for all the beautiful people who are rushing around and making things better. Fill your heart with gratitude for all the beautiful people who are working and putting things together so that we can continue to have as normal of a food supply and everything else that we need. And give yourself gratitude for showing up for yourself today. Give yourself gratitude for who you are and how you want to be. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern in my Bring Your Soul to Work Facebook group. So we can have some special time tomorrow morning and every morning this week. So I can help wire for you what your soulful power looks like, feels like, and how to do it. You got this. You're a powerful human being. And everything around you is temporary. You, soulful creature, are permanent. And your energy is beautiful. And stay in that beautiful knowingness. The divine in you has got this covered. Keep her alive. Keep her well. Keep her thriving. Ladies, thank you for joining me. And we'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Lots of love. For those of you who are my kick-ass grads, we'll see you at 8 p.m. in our grad group. See you next time. I love you all.